Hello, second grade. Hello. Okay, today we are going to jump back into our book about reptiles, and this time we're going to focus on the vocabulary words in the book. We are going to look at the vocabulary. We are going to first use our context clues to try to decide what the word means. Then we're going to look at the actual definition, and this will help you with your assignment for today. In this book, all of the important vocabulary words are highlighted in purple. That's a very common feature of nonfiction books, is that the vocabulary words are highlighted. So we are going to read the sentence, but they belong in the same animal class. They are all reptiles. So by using my context clues, I can tell they all belong to the same animal class. I can tell that the word class might mean the same. They are all reptiles. That means they're all in the same group. So after I've thought about it and used my context clues, I'm going to look up the definition. A class. And there are a couple of definitions. So we're going to look and try to decide which definition fits ours the best. A group of students meeting regularly to study the same subject. No, that doesn't match with what we're reading. Number 2, the period during which a group meets. No, that's not what we're looking for either. And number 3, a course of instruction. And that okay. Ugh. Three, two, one. Hello, second grade. I hope you had fun making your line plot yesterday. And there is a super fun line plot today as well. So I hope that you're having fun with your work and it's not too stressful and you're calling me if you need help. Okay, we're going to jump right back into learning about reptiles. And today we're going to focus on the key vocabulary words in our book. Okay, so I want to draw your attention to the fact that in this book, the vocabulary words are purple. That is a very common feature of nonfiction books for important words to be highlighted or in a different color. So we are going to use our context clues to figure out the definition of this word. So before we look it up, we're going to see how close we can get. So we're going to read the words around the words to try to decipher the meaning of this word. But they all belong to the same animal class. They are all reptiles. So I'm trying to figure out what the word class means here. Is this like our class at school? No, not really. But they belong to the same. So I think that this word same is a clue. That class might mean the same. They are all reptiles. Well, I know that reptile is a group. So I can infer that the word class here means same group. So we're going to flip back to the glossary and see how close we got. Oh.
Index.
Class, a group of animals that share similar characteristics. And the word similar means same, so we were pretty close. Okay, let's go to our next word. Oh, our next word is scales. All reptiles are covered in scales too. So here there's also a picture for me to look at. The scales are tough and dry. So I can infer by my context clues that scales are the little hard parts that cover a reptile's skin. Let's see if we got close. Okay, we're going to go back to the glossary. And we're going to look and see if we got close. Scales. Overlapping hard plates that cover a reptile's body. Awesome. Okay, we're going to do a couple of more, and then you're going to get to use this on your own. Cold-blooded. Reptiles are cold-blooded. Their bodies match the temperature around them. Second grade, this one is so easy because this sentence is exactly the definition. So I'm using my context clues by using this sentence to determine the meaning of this word. So I can determine that cold-blooded means their bodies match the temperature around them. So number 2 would be the definition that we're looking at. There's more than one definition here. And number 2 would be the one that is correct. Having a body temperature not regulated by the body and close to that of the environment. Very good. All right, we're going to do one more. Bask. Reptiles bask to warm up. You might find a garter snake lying out in the sun. So if I don't know what the word bask is, I'm going to look at the sentence around it and decide. Reptiles bask. So that's the verb in that sentence. So I know that bask is a verb. I'm going to read the next sentence and decide what the verb is in that sentence. You might find a garter snake lying out in the sun. So lying is the verb here. So I'm going to determine that the word bask is similar to the word lying.
Bask.
Good. To lie or relax in a pleasant warmth or atmosphere. Okay, awesome. Okay, second grade, your assignment for today is to go to ClassKick and look at the words and determine the definition. You can use this book or you can use dictionary.com, which will be linked below. Okay, for math today, we're going to make another line plot. Today, we're going to make a line plot based on the syllables in our name. So I went through my list of everyone in our class, and I got data of how many syllables are in our name. So, for example, my name is Macy. So Macy, that's 2 syllables. So I want you to think really quickly, how many syllables are in your name and which group are you in? Okay, so together we are going to make a line plot of syllables in our name. So I am going to make my title of my graph first. I have my data. Now I'm making my title. I'm going to draw my line. I'm going to make my labels. Okay, so for one syllable, we had one person. So I'm going to go to the 1, and I am going to make an X. For 2 syllables, whoa, that's a lot. We have 14 people in our class that have 2 syllables in their name. Okay, 14. We have 7 people with 3 syllables. And 2 people with 4 syllables. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to talk and ask questions just how we did with pictographs and bar graphs. Which amount of syllables do the most people have? If you said 2, your answer is correct. How many more people have 3 syllables than 4? Second grade, I want you to remember when we say how many more, that means you're going to subtract. So we have 7 people with 3 syllables and 2 people with 4 syllables. 7 minus 2 is, yes, 5. So 5 more people have 3 syllables than 4. Which amount of syllables do the least people have? 1. The least amount of people in our class have 1 syllable in their name. Awesome. Okay, go ahead and head on over to Class Kick, and there is a line plot there with questions for you, and there is a voice recording where I give you the data. So you're going to need to click the voice recording, listen, and make your line plot. Don't forget, on Class Kick, you have the pencil tool where you can draw on the actual graph. Okay, second grade, have a good day.